It's live from Studio C on a Sunday morning. It's J Plays. Thank you so much for everyone for dropping by and hanging out and having a coffee with me. I really appreciate that. Brian and Creeper and OG, probably the original OG, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it's the original. Maybe it's not. I don't know. And Walter is here. Thank you so much, everyone, for dropping by. And the bot is in action, which is awesome. I've been fixing it. I've been trying to teach him new tricks. And so now it can respond to !bot with your user ID. So I suppose I have to kind of, wiggle that. There we go. Exactly. That's the one. So it gives you your YouTube ID instead of your actual username. That must be another parameter on that. I had to switch it to a local bot because the cloud bot never really works on Streamlabs. I think it works well on Twitch, but on YouTube, it just, I was going to say it comes and goes, but it literally just goes and that's it. One of those things. Well, thank you for asking, Creeper. It's a long story, actually. I'm originally from Germany and have worked and lived in the UK for a while, for a long time, actually 13 years. I went there in 99, and in 2012 I left for the east coast of America. So now I'm living in Miami Beach, which is very cool. It's actually very warm, but all year round. But yeah, that's why I am kind of a foreigner anywhere I go. It doesn't really matter where I am. I feel like a foreigner literally anywhere, even including in Germany. In Germany, I feel like a foreigner now as well. But hey, it's one of those things. Before we get started on the whole RAFT thing, which is going to be super exciting, I have a small update on the project I've shown you yesterday. And let me see if I can do that and just show you some implementations I've made there yesterday evening, or yesterday afternoon rather, to that little first-person shooter example that I'm currently working on or fiddling with in Unreal Engine. So exactly, man of the world, that's probably the correct description there. And hello, Beard Goblin. Very good to see you. Thank you so much for the wonderful ongoing Ko-fi donations. I really appreciate that. I saw that yesterday, so thank you so much. Very nice. I've made some progress here yesterday with some improvements on my first-person shooter game. Let me show you what they are. So first of all, I have given my enemies guns. Let me go turn that down a bit, and so they can now go and shoot at me. There's also, you can't actually see that. Let me get out of the way. There is also a health bar for me now at the top right. So as they shoot me, they do actually kill me. I can also go shoot them, of course, that is still possible. And look at that, look at what happens. Oh my god, they explode! So I've put that into place. So I've given them guns, I've made them shoot me. I've made it so that they can't shoot each other. I thought that's important. Oi! Oh my goodness, frame rate drop pitch, what's going down? I can't play the game like that. So I can still shoot them, I can still kill them, but also very cool, I've made these health power-ups here. Get out of the way. And these guys, so technically I guess I'm dead now, but I haven't implemented that yet. But I can walk over these things and then regain my health, which is nice. And I can also shoot the guy on the top end. There we go. So yes, these guys explode now, and they also make a nice noise. And I've got some health power-ups, so that's cool. This afternoon I want to play a little bit with the AI behavior. So currently they don't really do anything, they just walk towards me, that's all they do. But if I'm behind them, they shouldn't really see me, and so I'm trying to implement that this afternoon. So a lot more work to be done, but I thought I'll give you a quick progress report and progress update of how it's going, on Jay's FPS game. So there we go. You should have seen it yesterday, Brian. It was so funny. When I just implemented their guns, they weren't shooting in the right direction. I think the bullet went out the other way, and the terrible thing then was that they shot themselves immediately. So there's tons of people being spawned in, and they're all just shooting themselves, which is just, it was hilarious. And then the guns weren't disappearing, so some of the bloopers are just super, super funny. It's one of those things. Thank you, Scott. Very good to see you, and Chris. Super nice to see you guys. So yes, all that happened yesterday, and this afternoon I'm going to try and have a look at behavior trees and blackboards, which I can then tell the guys to go on a patrol and take a breather and not shoot me all the time. Look at that. This I want to make so that it sometimes is a hamburger, sometimes it's a bottle. So when I go over that, it fills up my health, which is super nice. Yes, and when we add all that to the Cinti Sci-Fi set, of course, that looks going to look really nice. So I'm gonna keep working on that, and yes, so I'll let you know what happens there. One of those things. Oh, they are 50% off on the Cinti assets. That is great news. That is seriously good to know. Thank you for letting me know. Sometimes I like the convenience of having it from the marketplace, and I haven't actually got. I've got Brian and I. We bought this this set of lots of the humble set of lots of Cinti assets, and that's just going to keep us going on both on Unity and on Unreal. But there's always other things that that we probably would want. So there we go. Thank you for the heads up. Let's have a look at the RAFT. And speaking of Humble Bundle, of course, we were discussing this amazing deal. Chris, I don't know if you've heard of that. Humble Bundle currently has this deal that you get for $30. You get PaintShop Pro and Painter and Corel CAD and a bunch of other goodies there. Let me put a link in the description. I believe it's this. Is it this? Could be that. See if my bot's happy with that. Come on, Humble. Yes, there we go. That's the link to that bundle. It'll support me and charity if you buy via that link. And yeah, it's an unbelievable deal. I've bought that via Nate's link actually because I thought, this is something that we should have in our arsenal of creativity. And yeah, PaintShop Pro 2019, I think, and Painter. And is it 2019? No, it's 2020. It's the 2020 version, actually. And the 2021 version is about to come out. But currently we get the 2020 version with that deal. Very, very cool. And super nice. Yeah, Corel CAD. Lots of exciting filters that you get for PaintShop Pro. So can't wait. I think I've turned the sound down. Let me just crank that up. There we go. Ha! Oh, really? I love the Cinti golf cart. I'm totally gonna fill that out. If you have a link to their Facebook page, do drop it in the chat here, Beard Goblin. That'd be great. How is life this morning for all of you? Very good to see you. Wonderful, beautiful Sunday. Can't quite decide if it's going to rain or shine this morning here in Miami. So I'm happy either way because I'm sitting on the inside. I'm dry, so all is well. Why don't we start the day with a bit of harvesting? Good morning, endless blue sea. I've watched the trailer this morning for the Chapter 2 that's coming out later this week. That is seriously exciting. So there's tons of new locations there. So I believe it's still underwater. But they are these harvestable? They're not harvestable, are they? No, can't harvest them. They are, so the two main protagonists have been seen in and around structures that looked like skyscrapers. So very interesting idea. I don't know what'll happen, how we're going to get there. And this is of course still Chapter 1. But yeah, Chapter 2 is going to be interesting. See what exciting things they've put in place. I'm going to eat a bit before I go harvesting on and underneath the island. I think that'll be important for us. There was also, wasn't there fruit? Didn't I have fruit? Yeah, there we go. Let's go eat that. And also switch that around. There. Thankfully, we now have light, so even if it's getting a little bit dark and creepy, we still have light. I might actually, while that cooks, I might just go grab these goodies here. You can never have enough planks, especially when the shark leaves you alone. I really appreciate that, of the shark. Cinti golf cart for free for filling out a survey on the Facebook page. That is great. Yeah, so one of the ideas that I had for this little first-person shooter thing is that a raft? It is, isn't it? Do you think we can swim there and find our way back? I think we can do that, can't we? Oh, let's try it. In the night. Hey, that's gonna be creepy. Nick! Top of the morning to you. I've just discovered a raft right there in the distance. I hope I'm gonna find my way back. Would be rude to leave it there. Yeah, so with the AI trees, I'm gonna try to put a little bit of background action in the level so that passengers drive cars up and down a road, or that, you know, people just walk around in the background, a little bit like in Grand Theft Auto. I thought that should be possible. And behavior trees and blackboards, they're the things that make that possible. You can tell actors to do something and make decisions based on parameters with that. So in the case of a cockroach, for example, you could say the cockroach walks around, just investigates an area, and if a light is on, if a certain light parameter is set, it would then flee from the light. And then when the light's off, it would come back and hunt stuff. Or if it happens across food, it would, I don't know, pick that up and then take that away. That's what you do with behavior trees and blackboards. I think blackboards are the actual parameters, like variables in essence, that you can test. And the behavior tree is then how certain actions would be executed and in what order. Powerful system, that. So many planks out here, I love it. There we go, tons of planks, more planks. What we're after though is really sand, so we're going to find that hopefully at the bottom of the island there. And sand makes all kinds of cool things. So on one hand, sand makes glass. I'm looking forward to glass, to making binoculars out of 2 water bottles. But it also makes bricks, and bricks make a second smelter. So that's what we need the sand for. And the second smelter, it's not actually that super important, but the second smelter would be nice because we have so much ore that we could turn into more good stuff. This is our shadow, by the way. The raft shadow. Sometimes looks a little bit creepy when you look underwater. Also, because we're constantly battling with this whole oxygen thing, I believe an oxygen bottle was on the agenda for today as well. Let's see if we can make it all happen so that we can do longer deep dives here. So glad about that metal hook. That is actually harvesting a lot faster. Oh, there's sand. Look at that. Full of sand. Directly underneath the boat. The raft. This is the stuff. Sand. Oh yes. Good stuff. And so sand goes in the smelter. Smelter then turns it into glass, magically, into clear glass. Cut clear glass. It's kind of the magic of these building and crafting games, and then everything happens auto-magically. Oh, more sand! Exactly what we're here for. OG, help me out. Are you the original OG from D-Live? Just thinking, maybe I'm making a connection that that's not actually there, but I had a viewer once from D-Live, and he was very nice. He dropped by and we had a little chat. I wonder if that's not you. Okay, no worries. He was called the original OG. And he was from Sweden, I believe. But that's cool. It's good to have more OGs in the world. I like it. I think that's one of the things why Facebook gaming had a bit of a, well, I wouldn't say bad reputation, but it's one of those things that people feared they may not be able to use a handle to appear in chats, and they thought they had to do that with their regular name. That is thankfully not the case, but many people, when they first heard of Facebook gaming, they thought, what's going down? Can we actually carry any more? No, see, good stuff. Let's make more storage and put all that up top and to the left, to the right. We have so much stuff. I think rather than putting everything in storage, I'm gonna see if I can make some more of these nets and put them around the sides, because they're really helpful. Let's see, I think we need to craft them. Collection nets. Collection net, sweep net, no, that's not it. Different nets entirely. Collection net, that's the one. We need a ton of rope for that. That's cool. We have more rope than we wanted. No, really. I thought. Maybe we don't. Come on. Rope. That green go. I'll park that in here. Together with, actually no, let's not do that. Let's take that out again. Let's put that upstairs. Otherwise, I never know where what is. It is one of those games that requires a lot of lockers. This should really go upstairs, but I think. Nails, ropes. Well, we need the ropes. That goes upstairs. That goes upstairs. This can stay here. That can all go in here. A bit of scrap. Can never have enough scrap. And clams, I don't really know what to do with clams. I'm ambivalent about the clams. That also can go in here. And that will hopefully bit of nourishment. The green stuff can go upstairs. Make use of the smelter that we have. Vine goo. Okay, good. Let's make more vine goo. There, that's perfect. Plank goes in here. Watermelons, well, they can go stack themselves in here. And the seeds, they'll put them in here as well. And this as well. That goes here. That goes there. That goes there. Stacks up to 20. Then splits the stack. Also the sand. I suppose I'll put the sand in here as well. There. Alrighty. Netting. It must have been OG1. Clearly, yes. Oh, the collection net needs nails. Man. No worries. We have nails somewhere here. Yes. There we go. Nails. That's it. 2. Well, it's not a lot. But hey, it's better than none. We'll just have to do this bit by bit. The good thing is I can also walk on top of these things. That's nice. So as we collect exciting stuff, we'll just casually collect it. It's going to be great. How about my potato here? Is that ready? Yes. Good stuff. Potato. Oh, I didn't mean to eat that raw. I meant to put that on the grill. There. Could also put some more water on. Yeah, so I don't know how they're going to integrate Chapter 2. It'll be interesting to see that because there's so much to explore in this chapter. As soon as we get going with the whole story, which we haven't even started yet. But yes, we will discover structures. We will discover interesting kind of areas. Clay, all right. We'll discover islands with animals on it. A ton of scrap metal by the looks of it. Is this something exciting? Is this sand as well? That's clay, okay. Is this sand? Sand! Ah, yes. Haha. Do you know, to point, I would imagine, OG, it's one of those things that sort of works, and I think this isn't so much how they make, in real life, how they make water, this is how they get salt. So if you buy sea salt in the supermarket, that is usually how the salt is made, that is distilled, and the salt particles that go, and essentially what we don't have here, the salt particles that would stick to the top of the little glass here where it condensates, that is the salt that we get this here. So I suppose in the game world we're just interested in the water and there is no salt on the glass, but yeah, I suppose that's how it would work. Not that it would all neatly drip into this thing. Most of it would probably just hang on the glass, I guess, and then also drip onto the sides here. But yes, in principle, I think, yeah. Speaking of nourishment, Let's see if we can, yeah, look at that, harvest the potatoes. Very nice. And sow the potatoes. And perfect. With our water the plants. That's nice. This is ready. Oh, I've accidentally planted potatoes in here. Oh, I didn't know. Good stuff. I didn't know I could do that. Plant lots of potatoes. We're on a strictly potato diet. And I think let's turn the sand into glass. There. Brian, that is a very, very good point. Yes, otherwise we just made the fresh water and it too evaporates. That's a good point. Never thought about that. That's partly why I like video games of this caliber, because it's just, we don't have to think about all these things. Imagine we'd have to design a water purifier in real life while floating on a raft. We would never make it. We would never make it. We'd probably get as far as shouting Wilson and then just going mental. But hey, that's a story for another day. There was so much stuff around here. Have I picked everything up? There's more stuff to be picked up. Look at that, more sand hiding in here. That's great. We haven't even made it to the island yet. That is nice. These green things here, they remind me of the table coral sample of Subnautica. Do you remember that? I think we had to get that in order to make batteries or something. Batteries, also something we're going to make in this game. Oh, there's another exciting patch of possible resources up ahead. Oh yes, look at that. More scrap metal. That makes hinges and all kinds of stuff. I believe. Hinges. And nails. Very important, nails. Can't live without nails. And all these types of resources we don't really find out on the open sea. We only find, I think, plastic and planks. Whereas vine goo and stuff like that, we have to harvest from these puppies here. And metal ore, all right. Speaking of distilling things, how's your experiment going, Brian? Any news there on the honey mead that is currently being manufactured in New Jersey? And nice work on the iClone lip sync thing there. I haven't watched the text-to-speech video you've sent. That's interesting. I'm going to watch that later. And also how to make your characters breathe in iClone. That is very cool. The more I see iClone, the more I'm sort of thinking of having to play with it. And then of course I feel reminded of the other 4 million projects on my plate, and then I'm always thinking, yeah, $600, nah, I can't really, I won't. Let's make ourselves another metal hook, since this one's already given up the ghost. Do we have everything we need? Of course we don't. That's a shame. Bolts, we cannot manufacture the bolt, like, that's a shame. So we need a bit of plank action and bolts. Okay. Because without it, well, Raft's a little bit far away. Maybe we can go and at least collect some stuff on the island, and then we'll go back to the Raft that way. 6 pints! I like it! All right. That's amazing. All from just time and yeast and stuff doing its thing. It's good. I like it. It's one of those things that just needs a bit of time, doesn't it? You set it up and you just let the project roll, and every so often you look in on it and you think, oh, okay. Eventually, it's ready to drink. That's nice. Watermelons. And also we do have We do have some planks now, so the bolts are the only thing we don't have, and it looks like we can't actually make that here either. Okay, no worries. Can at least treat ourselves to a bit of a, perhaps a coconut treat. We have an avocado tree. Well, actually, our neighbors have an avocado tree, and it's so big. Sometimes we just get the Florida avocados just dropping onto our front door, which is kind of cute. And that tree doesn't give fruit every year. It's only every other year, I think. And that's kind of cute. And sometimes there's so many avocados on there that they get people in to pick them all. So the whole tree gets picked clean, because otherwise it would just make a mess. And it's not, I mean, it's a residential building. I think the avocado tree is there more by accident, not because it was somebody was a fruit grower as such. Oh, it takes a month. Okay, nice. And does it make a noise, or does it generate a smell or anything, or can you just, is it more or less not noticeable? Whoops, broke my axe, man. So much stuff that we need to make. And a metal axe also requires a bolt. Huh. Well, alrighty then. Guess that means let's go back to the raft. Get some bolt action going. And some frittering things away too. Yeah, the flowers. I'm not going to pick them up. There's just so many flowers in this game. And then we can grow them ourselves. And this is all to have embellishments on the raft to make it look pretty, I guess. Yeah. Let's eat that. It's good stuff. I believe bolts are somewhere down here. Bolts. How do we make bolts again? There's got to be a way to make our own bolts. Could be with a metal ingot. Ah, right, I see. Metal ingot makes a bolt. Well, if we don't have bolts, which I thought we did, there it is. There's a bolt. That's good to know. Metal ingots, they might be upstairs, or we actually may not actually have any. Yeah, I don't think we have any metal ingots. We have a ton of metal, but I don't think any ingots have been mentioned. This is one of our dry bricks here. That's nice. That'll make a second smelter. That's cool. Whoops. Pick up the glass, man. And do we have metal ore on us by any chance? Yes. That's good to know. Metal ore. Meet the smelting pot. Where would we put the next smelting pot? It's almost like I feel like I want to put it in the vicinity of the first one. Not so much here, because sometimes I'll have to go around here and operate the sail, of course. So, yes. I might just extend that deck up here. Let's do that. Let's see if we can do that. Extend the deck, not too much, but just one more thing here. That should do the trick. Such as with this maybe? Wooden floor, that should do the trick. Yes! Alright. So this is where the second smelter could go. And then over here we can extend that at a later point, yeah. But this is where the second smelter could go. Now, second smelter, maybe we'll just go and put that into action here. That requires a lot of these bricks. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Throwing things away like a baby, that's terrible. This clay, no, clay we need to keep. The palm seed, well, that can go in here as well. That's the metal ore thing. And I think this we can probably eat. Let's put that here. We have so many watermelons now. Let's go eat that. That should be enough for us to pick stuff up. I hope. He says. Yeah, planks and glass doesn't need to be down here, does it? Good. Eat that and hope this is still around. Yes, wet brick is still around. Because wet brick, of course, needs to be placed properly. Could go here and there. That's nice. Dry brick, yeah, you can stay there. for a smelter, how many of these did we need? 4, was it? Cooking pot. Oh, cooking pot. That's nice. We can make ourselves a cooking pot, cook recipes and all that. Net launcher, oxygen bottle, that's the other thing we want to make. Plastic rope, empty bottle, and vine go. Oh my goodness, we have it all. That is great. Let's make that next before we go diving. But that fabled smelter. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Smelter. Planks. 6 dry bricks. Okay, gotcha. 6 dry bricks. So we need to then make, I think we can make one more wet brick. Man, where's the wet brick? Come on. Wet brick. All right. At least one more. That's nice. And we'll put it here. So we'll get more sand. And go more sand diving. I like it. In the meantime, potato cooking action. Potato eating action. There's also that metal hook we needed to make. And of course, that oxygen bottle. So that is made with a bit of plastic. Oxygen bottle. There we go. Requires 1 empty bottle. What did I do with the empty bottle? Didn't I have 2 empty bottles? Maybe did I store that somewhere? Aha, perfect. Just one. Just one it is. Look at that oxygen bottle. All right. So this now, I believe, that can live here. And that is how we equip it. So it's nice because it gets rid of 1 inventory slot. That's nice. But also look at that yellow bar. It does have a shelf life. So the more we use it, it'll go and use it up. Nate! I am still trying to find sand. I have a lot of sand, but I need so much sand. It's one of those things. So I need sand to make wet bricks, so I can turn them into dry bricks, so I can turn that into a smelter. Then I also need the sand to make glass, because with glass I think I make binoculars, something like that. Good to see you, Nate. I saw you played a bit of what's that game called? Man, the one I don't like, No Man's Sky. And I'm really still trying to get into that game. It just isn't working for me. Everything's awful about that game. I can't really, I don't get it. Oh, we need to make that. We need to make another axe and another metal hook. So I thought I could maybe pick up a couple of tips from you. Maybe you need to go and teach me how it works, because I feel like I'm missing out on that game. I have a feeling it's actually good if I could just see through the awfulness and understand what I need to do in order to have a good time, which currently hasn't worked for me. So any help and tips would be greatly appreciated there, Nate. And how are you? Let's water them crops. And let's smelt that metal over here. Fill up that fresh water. Good stuff. And put more water on. Let the machines do the work. That's it? I think so, yes. 5 cups, that's it. Yeah, pour that out. Alrighty, metal hook. Coming up next. I believe we needed something like a metal ingot for that, right? Without a metal hook, we're totally, I wouldn't say screwed, but you know, we can't really... There we go, oh, got a bolt, that's good. Plank. Have I used up all the planks again? Man. And rope. I suppose we can make some rope. Planks, I need 4 planks for the scrap hook. That's crazy, have I really... Did I get rid of all the planks? Might have done. I might well have done. Huh. Metal ore. Get more planks. Maybe over there. That would be cool. Yes, I think that might actually be really helpful. Like a total Jay is completely new to No Man's Sky and completely hates it, and Jay tries to teach him. That could be a good, that could be a good thing, Nate. I think that could be seriously funny. Because, you know, I tell you, my story with No Man's Sky, and I don't know if you've read my article on my website there, was so awful. I bought the game when it was on sale, $30, maybe a year ago. And I was really looking forward to it because mathematically I really appreciate what they're trying to do. And in regards to a game developer that's still, that hangs in there after having such a tough time getting so much negative feedback from players on launch because many of the promised features weren't there. I think that was great of them to hang in there. So I very, very much appreciate them for doing that. So I heard a lot about Hello Games and No Man's Sky, and I thought, this is $30. This sounds exciting. Let's do this. It's space. We'll be doing stuff. And so I spent literally, Nate, I'm not telling you a lie, I'm spending 3 hours of my life trying to figure this game out. I don't even get off the planet. Can you believe it? I'm literally stuck on that planet. They don't tell you what buttons to press. They don't tell you what to do. So I spent 20 minutes walking through the desert to pick up some part that I need to fix my spaceship. 20 minutes in real time. Go back 20 minutes to put that part in the spaceship. So that's like an hour gone. Only to figure out, hey, actually, there's just no way I can get off the planet just because I don't know how to make that happen. And I kept trying. I used creative mode to at least experience some other parts of the game because I thought, hey, desolate landscape with nothing in it. What is the hype all about? Can't be it. So the next thing you know, 3 hours have gone past and I decide literally this is not my game. And then I asked Steam for a refund and they said, no, you can't have it. You've been playing for more than 2 hours. You can't have a refund. Ever since then I buy games through Humble Bundle because they give you a refund even if you've played more than 2 hours. Quick tip for people who are in the same boat. On the same raft, as it were. Sand. Alright. Sand. Suboptimal, right? Yeah, I'm thinking I think the professionals call this the onboarding experience. And I suppose in survival games this is all part of the design. That you're stranded, you don't know what's going on, and you don't know what to do. And it's partly, it seriously annoyed me about Subnautica, but eventually you figure it out, and they give you enough tips and hints that you make it happen. Whereas in No Man's Sky, I might as well switch the interface to Chinese and see if random button pressing will get me somewhere. That's the issue. That's the issue that I'm having. But hey, maybe all we need is a tour guide. So there we go. Nate has offered. This is awesome. I like it. And we've been meaning to co-stream anyway at one point. So maybe this could be the thing. Could be a one-off and it might seriously aggravate me. That is also possible. But we'll see how it goes. Nate's been busy. Oh, that's exciting. Good stuff. Busy, good stuff, or busy, bad stuff? I hope it was busy, good stuff. You and your mom deserve a bit of goodness in your life. I hope it's all going really well for you. That is my wish for you. Copper. It's just like Subnautica, isn't it? Nice. Let's eat a pineapple. And we do need to grab an axe. Oh, look at that. The riches down here. That is just unbelievable. Do we have enough stuff here? We have enough room in our inventory. Clay. More clay. I'm still unconvinced about the giant clams. I haven't really found anything to do with them. So they're a bit like the flowers. I tend to avoid them if I can. Oh, so you enjoyed it at launch. That's interesting. what was it at launch that was better than it is now? I know that I think over time they've added this feature that you can switch between first person and third person perspective. So I do like that, because some people prefer one over the other. And it isn't so much that one is better than the other, it just really depends on how you want to play that game. I like the idea of everything is being done parametrically. That is just so cool, that everything is a random thing. That's a nice idea. And the vastness. So from a gaming experiment, I very much appreciate what they've done there. And it is then so sad that then the player experience is so abysmal, you know? It's just such a lost opportunity, really. We still don't have planks, do we? No planks. Oh, there are 5 planks hiding in there. That's perfect. Emergency planks, as they call them. Axe. I mean, we can always make the rubbish axe, I guess. But this one requires 8 planks. So I think, truth be told, we just don't have enough planks for that poor little tree there. Which is also fine. I think, you know, let's just place a plank, pull up the anchor and call it a day here. I think that's what we'll do. So there'll be one tree unfelled on that island. Hey, that's okay with us. Also, they once had a new player experience, and it's since been gone. That's interesting. Oh, I didn't know. That's really interesting, because that's what I was seriously missing. I mean, even the option of a tutorial. I mean, this is the other thing. Not everyone is the same. So some people might prefer being totally lost forever. Like, I don't, you know, I really don't have time for that. So it would be nice to have a choice. It's a bit like, this is something that I dislike about games that are just natively mega difficult. I don't like that, because we're all very different. So I'm one of those guys who likes games to have more of a story rather than die all the time. That's really just that's not why I'm playing games. I do like a challenge when I want it, but if you don't have an option, that's just sad. So it's, you know, you got to give. I guess what I'm trying to say is different people are different. We're not all the same. We're all completely individual, and as such, it would be nice to give everyone a bit of a different way of playing the game. Those who love games like Boshy, they should, you know, have the Boshy option, and those of us who like a peaceful gameplay, they could do that. Like they did in this game. This is really nice that you can say, well, the shark, we're not going to take the shark out of the game, but if you don't want your raft destroyed every 4 seconds, we can give you that option. And that's really nice. And that's just, you know, or what we've been discussing with a short hike, that Adam added these toy shovels into the game in the very beginning, like 5 of them, that the player has a much bigger chance of finding that item that he does need. And no matter where you come across it, you will just get it. I mean, that just adds to it all becoming a good player experience. But if developers don't care about that, and they all care about random numbers, you go, well, I'm sorry, it's just player experience suffers. Options are absolutely good. Yes, I totally agree, Nate. Absolutely. As we end today's episode of J Rants. Have I got enough planks? Almost. Dang, I need one more plank. Well, this is where these things come in handy. Plank right in front of our fingertips. How exciting. Now we have 8 planks. And more to come. This is when I started playing this game, all I knew was this was the way to get planks or anything out of the sea. And I found that super frustrating, because it's nice to have that option. Again, options. We were just talking about options. It's really nice to have that option, but it's also nice to have other options. Like, you know, just pick it up when it's close, like that. Hiya! It just adds to replayability as well, and then you can have another world in which you can have a super evil shark and he attacks you all the time and stuff. That's kind of cool. So, do we have enough planks now? I have a feeling we do. Let's use them on, oh, we need a bolt. Bolt. Hey, perfect. Bolt. Craft metal axe. Good stuff. And also metal axe gets in the slot of the potato. That potato's still roasting. That's also good. Well, now that we're drifting again, let's see if we can make some more... another little brick here so we can make our second smelter. I like it. So put more metal in here. Put a plank. That's also good. Good to know that we have vast amounts of planks. This is actually why we lose them, because this thing and the grill and the not the water thing anymore, the previous water thing that we had, those things used up a lot of planks. So wet brick, come on, one more wet brick. Wet brick. Hello, wet brick. Wet brick. No wet brick for you. That was the noise, by the way, of when something falls into your net. There. And we still have 7 left over. That is really cool. I love it. Wet brick can go down here. Wet brick then gets chucked in the wet brick drying area. Man, how many potatoes can one person eat? But hey, it's sustainable stuff without having to kill fish. I appreciate that. Very nice. So we also have these puppies here. Oh, actually, let's go and use the watermelon seeds. Let's grow some watermelon. That's nice. There, watermelon. Awesome. And of course, don't forget to eat the potato. Do you know, that's a very good point. Rely on the fans. That's a very good point. Yeah, we're not really going to bother. Whatever the fans make is going to be 1,000 times better than anything we could try and make. DAS have been relying on that for years. Unsuccessfully. I wonder if they actually have an internal documentation, at least, to which no one has access. I have a feeling it's just in the heads of about 5 people there in Utah. And they know if they ever leave, that's a massive trouble. I think like things like Carrara, it's just been developed by people who are no longer there, hence it doesn't see any updates anymore. Because the people, the people who could make it happen, they don't exist anymore. Oh yeah, we have to regularly clean these things out, by the way, because otherwise they just get full and they can't catch things anymore. But really convenient to have all these things around here. I might just focus on making more, because the more of these nets we have, the more we just fish in. And then we'll try making some of those binoculars. In fact, let's do the binoculars first. Binoculars. No, binoculars. Could have sworn I saw them here somewhere. Binoculars. Binoculars. Oxygen bottle. Maybe I'm looking for a different symbol. I should maybe just read the text instead. If you've seen them, let me know. Binoculars. No. Definitely not. Would it be under here? No, it wouldn't be under here. Would it be tools? It could be a tool. Oh, there they were. There they are. Binoculars. All right. 2 empty water bottles. A bolt. I'm making a bolt right now. Don't throw it away, idiot. My goodness. Don't do that. Oh, I see. We've got a bit of a space issue here. No worries. Just do some outsourcing. Sand planks. Oh, yes. That could be turned into ropes in no time. Okay, that should work. Bolt. Gotcha. Oh, I've eaten the wrong potato there. I meant to eat this potato there. Okay, so we've got that. Where were we? Got the bolt. Got 4 glass. Ay, caramba. 2 empty bottles. 4 glass. Okay, well let's try and make that. Let's try and make that. This is exciting. Oh, we need planks down here. Okay. Metal thingy is gonna... Okay, fine. Well, while we're waiting for that thing to make that... Dry bricks. What have we got here? Oh, that's not quite dry yet. This is still a wet brick. Gotcha. We're gonna have to leave him there for a while. Glass. Do we have glass here? No, I think we don't. I suppose we can also make that cooking pot soon. That means we can cook ourselves some stuff. That is nice. Make recipes and all that. Oh, and I need to drink. Okay, no worries. We've got water. And some more music. Yes, that's what we need. That is totally going to lift the mood up. I'm glad that the salt water always gets filled into the left thing and I don't have to accidentally put it into the right thing. It makes me slightly dehydrated or whatnot. Hiya! Barrel! Yes! More barrels. Okay, glass. Let's make glass. Pick up metal ingot, take out sand. Make ourselves some glass. Nice. I'll put the metal stuff up in here, because this can be the thing that holds the stuff we can smelt. I was thinking. Bolt we need as well, that's good. Bolt. And then this green goo, right, we need a ton of other green goo for the second water bottle. While that glass is being made, what do we need for a water bottle? Water bottle needs 6 plastic and 4 vine glue. Okay, so we have 1 already here. More vine glue, more vine glue. Vine glue anymore. Aha! There's a second one. So we need more vine glue. This is where that second smelter really comes in handy. Okay, 2 more vine glue. Gotcha. We don't have that upstairs, do we? We do not. Oh, glass! Perfect timing. I think we need more glass, so let's put more of that on. See if that brick is ready. Yes! That's exciting. That's fantastic. So now we can go and make that second smelter. So, you know, balance it out a bit here. Like it. Also, let's have a look around. Is there anything... We've just missed an island over here. Well, are we going there? Or maybe that's our old island. Ah, man, I don't know. Hey, let's not worry about the island. Let's stick to the program here. Must not get distracted. Let's make that smelter. Smelter goes here. If we have the dry bricks smelter, it needs 6 dry bricks. Man, that's crazy. Can we make another wet brick then? It needs 6. I thought it needed 5. Who changed the rules here? Who's in charge here? Okay, wet brick. 1 more wet brick. And then we'll be smelting things like a lunatic. There, wet brick. Dry out over here. We, in the meantime, make more glass. There, good stuff. Put a plank, eat a potato. That's just always something to do. That's exactly how I feel, yeah. Oh, look, barrel! Oh my god. Pick up barrel. Barrel conveniently goes through the raft. That's quite nice too. Yes. Look at the rags and riches. Good stuff. So 1 more sheet of glass, huh? And then... Oh, then we need to get busy making more vine goo. Are you drying now? You're still drying. Then, of course, we need to make more vine goo for the second water bottle. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm like that all the time. Subnautica was so terrible for that. You just go and there's constantly stuff that distract me. Come on. Pick up glass. Awesome stuff. So now then, make this stuff, I guess. Yes. That makes vine goo. That makes the water bottle. Okay, so with 4 sheets of glass, what were we going to do again? There was something, what was it again? What type of controllers do folks use when playing PC? That is a very, very good question. So I'm using a super old one, which is of course the venerable Xbox 360 controller. And can you believe it? I bought this in the UK, so that would have been 15 years ago. This is the one that has a wireless dongle, and that goes into the USB, and this puppy connects to it. And that is what I'm using. And partly why it's working so well is because it's working on 2 AA batteries. And that is because, so, you know, you just pop batteries in like it's 1985, and you don't care because the batteries never run out of steam. Unlike the other types of rechargeable batteries, which eventually break, and then you get the Chinese knockoff for $12, and then that only lasts for 2 weeks and all that. So I don't have these issues with the Xbox 360 controller. I'm not sure you can get it still. I'm speaking of Chinese knockoffs, I'm also using my PlayStation 4 controllers with a Chinese knockoff dongle thing for literally under $20, which works for usually half an hour, and then it stops and you have to unplug it and shake it and put it back in. So I do not recommend that approach. But I've heard that the new Xbox One controllers can just be plugged in to the USB or connect via Bluetooth to your Windows PC, so you don't even need that dongle anymore. But I have no experience with that. But yes, it would be great to hear other people's experiences with controllers on PC, because I'm a controller guy. I'm not so much a mouse and keyboard guy. And I totally agree, Nate. Subnautica, the original Subnautica, total classic in this type of genre. What did we want to do? We want to make a plastic bottle, don't we? Is that what we wanted to make? If only I could remember. Yes, there we go. Plastic bottle, number 2. Perfect. So we have that. Oh, Red Beat. As in Red Beat Interactive. So, binoculars. What do we need here? 2 empty bottles. We need to make more vine goo for that then. Are you dry yet? No, you're still drying. Gotcha. Ah, Logitech, they make controllers, of course, as well. I never entertained that idea. How are they holding up compatibility-wise? Do they look and feel like an Xbox controller? Because I gotta tell you, the experience that I've made with third-party controllers, even original kind of branded products, was never as good as PlayStation and Xbox controllers. Oh, don't do that. Don't throw the palm leaf away. Well, let's maybe turn some of these things into ropes. Money for old rope. Rope, there we go. Whoops. Craft, there we go. There. Slot empty. Good stuff. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your experiences about it. Do you know, don't worry about below zero. It'll probably take a while for it to be there, if it ever gets there. Yeah, so plenty of other games to explore in the meantime, Nate. Yeah, don't rush into below zero. It'll only disappoint you. Ropes. Oh yes, this we can turn into... Well, maybe we'll just put all that in here. That's plantable. Emergency planks, always good to have. And then there's the glass. There's so much to do. You really gotta stick to some kind of a routine. In this type of game. Okay, let's focus on the second water bottle, which is manufactured with more of these. And of course the second smelter, there we go, dry brick. All right, let's make that smelting pot. Smelter, come on. Smelter, smelter. We have it, yes, fantastic. That is great news. The amount of stuff we can make with that. I wonder, is this the R button? No, this is also not the R button. Oh, that's that button. Okay, that's the kind of a story type button. So the R button, maybe I haven't mapped it. Which one's the front on this thing? This is the front. Perfect. Here, we put that right here. Haha. It's got that new smelter smell. That's nice. Fill it up with planks. Yes, more green goo. Look at that. We're going to be a green goo factory before we know it. Oh, fantastic. Double smelting action going. That's good. Oh, so how much is the Logitech one then? That sounds interesting, because I'm in the market for something else as well. I mean, I have a second one of these, brand new in a box. But I'm worried about my USB dongle. I just want to make sure, you know, things don't completely break. The design of the Xbox One controller is very similar to this one. So all there's no new buttons on it. So this is, and I'm kind of used to it. Yeah. But I'm always very wary of thinking, what happens if this thing breaks? Oh, look at that. I think if you have a second smelter, things just go double fast. Ooh, look at that! Island! Listen, Island, don't go away. We just need a... hang on a second. We need an anchor. Oh my god, the anchor! Do we have an anchor? We don't have an anchor! Let's make an anchor! Quick! The anchor! Where's the anchor? Could be under here. Throwable anchor. 2 planks, 4 ropes, and 4 stones. Is that a stone? I think these are stones, aren't they? Yeah, perfect. That's good. And we need rope. Didn't we have like 4,000 ropes here? Yes! Make the anchor! Island? Yeah, it's close enough. Anchor. And... oh, anchor, come on. I really need to map that R button onto my controller. And hi-ya! Just about made it! Need to try out that new axe. This is great! Okay. Now, while our 2 smelters are working overtime here, what's happened here? Oh, I didn't put anything in. That's what happened here. Because that thing's in there, we've run out of goo now. That's perfect. That's great. So let's go and make a second water bottle then. Plastic. Gotcha. Plastic. Fresh plastic from the sea. Yes. Was that enough? Not quite. More plastic. There's always more plastic, isn't there? Plastic, plastic. There we go. Plastic. Fantastic. Alrighty, craft bottle. Check. Binoculars. 2 of these. Bolt. 4 glass. And 4 rope. Money for all rope. Where did I see the thousands of ropes? There we go. Haha. Craft binoculars. This is going to be great. $50. That's not bad for wireless. And does it connect via Bluetooth or does it come with a USB controller? Logitech unifying thing perhaps? Even $30 for wire is not bad at all. Nate, thank you so much for the info. I appreciate that. Very cool. Scott, that is awesome to hear as well. because that would be my option as well. I think I would go for the Xbox One controller with a similar wireless setup there. So you still need, Scott, you still need a special kind of adapter for that, like you used to with this controller. You can't connect it via Bluetooth to a Windows PC. You have to use a kind of a special USB dongle that then understands the wireless protocol. Is that how it works? Because that's how the 360 controller works, which kind of hints at a proprietary protocol. Whereas PlayStation, they have done it via the regular Bluetooth protocol, but of course, as Sony are, they did it slightly differently. So you can't just go and connect a controller via Bluetooth on Windows. You have to do some magic, and some hackers have, of course, figured out how to do it. Then, I'm always wary of these things. Cool, good to know, Scott. Excellent. And those controllers, they're still, which is why the Logitech might be actually a good deal. Those controllers, Xbox One and PlayStation 4, don't know about 5 coming up, don't know about Xbox Series X controllers coming up. But those types of controllers are usually $60, $65. Plus, I guess then there's another $15-20 for a USB dongle. So you'd think, why not just go buy an Xbox? Put the Xbox on a shelf, comes with a controller. It's almost like you buy the Xbox for the controller. And yeah, weird thought that controllers are so expensive. It's the old razor blade versus shaving cream type product. What's the analogy I'm looking for? Brian knows. Well, we have binoculars. Now, how do we use them? That's how we use them. All right. Rubbish. How is that useful? That's like, what is that, 1.1 times zoom? That's ridiculous. Binoculars, not recommended. That's terrible. I know there's an island. I was thinking I can see, 500 miles and find an island over here. Not quite the case. That's rubbish. Save yourselves the water bottles. Fill them up with regular water when you go on a long hiking trip. This is terrible. P.S. Don't make the binoculars. Right, that's it. In disgust, I'll put them in a storage container. Never to be used again. They're just cluttering up my storage. Red Beet Interactive. Whoops. I keep eating raw potatoes. I keep meaning to grow them. Hey, no hard feelings. It is nice to have them, I must say. It is very nice to have them. But their efficacy, as the doctors would call it, not as exciting as it could be. Oh well. Let's offload some stuff, see what the island has to offer. What a shame. Oh, speaking of anchors, we can always just go make ourselves another anchor. Because, I like having anchors. Just maybe 2-3 anchors, perfect. That's nice. We'll put those types of anchors in this storage box here. Because when the next island comes, it's good to have an anchor that we can use there. This storage box here, we can clutter up with all kinds of goodies. Like, stone and palm leaves even. I don't know. Clay, also good. Planks, yep, emergency planks can stay right here. Metal ingots, oh yes. Speaking of ingots, what we're going to put on next? Do you think some copper ingots maybe? That could be good for circuit boards, which is also what we desperately need, I have a feeling. Copper ingots, come to Papa. Place copper, place copper. We're gonna have that circuit board in no time. We might need a lantern at the top here in due course. Oh, that would be a good idea. Let the shark have the binoculars. Binoculars! Binoculars! See what's happening on the island. So I have a feeling in order to really progress in this game, we've researched the metal ingots, we've researched the copper ingots, and they opened up something called a circuit board. I have a feeling that circuit board is going to let us make that tasty receiver. And I, for one, I'm so looking forward to making that. Might as well pick up some more goodies while we're here. And see what else the island has to offer. So I'm sure there's more sand underneath here. We'll explore that when it's a little bit lighter. There's something else we can make that is a bit like the oxygen tank. You can equip it and then it shines a light from your helmet, or you kind of wear it. It's a headlamp. That is nice. Then you can see underwater or in really dark areas. And I didn't know this until I've had explored a really large dark area. Complaining about the light, of course, thinking, hey, they should have really given us some kind of a lamp. And then I discovered, hey, they have. I just hadn't discovered it yet. Sometimes it's the stupidity of the player that holds said player back. I've been there time and time again. Thank you, Island, for the wealth of watermelons. Nate, have you played this game? I saw it's on your wish list, but I don't know if you have it or if you've tried it yet. RAFT Chapter 2 coming up on the 7th of October. It's going to be so exciting. I'm very much looking forward to that. Oh, and also, before I forget, Nate, I bought the Humble Painter bundle via your link. Hopefully there's humble money in your account now. And if not, the statistics are usually like a day out or so. Oh, they made this on a game jam. I had no idea. Look at that. That is cool. Do you remember which engine they've used for making this game? I'm guessing Unity, but I don't really know. I've not heard any information about this. Any swears. I think that was it. Let's have a watermelon. Always nice. Yes, and thank you for putting your links up on your website. That really is helpful when I buy things from Amazon or anywhere else. It's just so nice to go via your affiliate links and then just at no extra cost to me make you some pocket money. It all adds up at the end of the day. We have so many potatoes. I might just go and eat them raw. Oh, look at that raw. They hardly do anything. Now, okay, I'll grill them. We could make that maximum grill, perhaps. That is also cool. Oh, pick up some more exciting sand down here. That is also very exciting. Clay. Oh, yes. Put that oxygen bottle through the paces. Look at that. Now we can stay underwater for so much longer. We can deep sea dive. Harvest those resources more efficiently. Ding! The efficacy of the resources has increased. Efficacy is a great word. I think it's more used in medication. I don't think I should misuse it for video games. But hey, I'm a foreigner. I barely know what I'm saying at any time of the day. I just make it up as I go along. Often it works. I come across as charming and sophisticated. I'm not, trust me. I'm just clueless. More sand. Give it to me, big boy. Who would have thought I could be that satisfied just with picking up sand? In my other game, before I knew that I could smelt sand into glass, I always wondered to myself, how am I going to get glass? Every so often you find it, and I didn't know you could make it. It's very funny. I like it. Good stuff. It puts my mind at ease. Oh, if only I had my binoculars, I could see so far into the... I can't, can I? I thought I saw something on the horizon there. Maybe at one point we can actually upgrade the binoculars. This is the kind of game that would say, make yourself, whatever, a telescope, and for which you need 2 binoculars and something else. I don't know, 12 glass. And then the next thing you know, you can look at the moon. Do you remember, Nate, when that game jam was? When they started making this? Because I'm always painfully aware how quickly time passes when you're playing with anything complex, including game engines. And I know that they've released this in early access in, I think, 2018. But it would have been a game long before then. So I'm just curious as to how long they've been tinkering with this. Because even, I know it's not perfect and all, but I know that in order to get it to a point like this, it'll just take years. Is this copper? No, this is clay. Copper ingot, metal ingot. Yeah, okay, let's go and turn that into ingots on a dual smelting machine here. Look at how the copper looks different than the metal. That's nice, isn't it? Come on, metal, you can race the copper. While I enjoy another bite out of that. I might actually just go and have another one. That goes in here. This is metal, this is scrap. Don't know what we actually need next. Huh. Watermelon seeds. Let's plant those puppies. Put a bit of water on it. There we go. Put the watermelons in here for a rainy day and all. Oh, we have mangoes too. That's nice. Let's go put those seeds in here and put the mangoes down. Also, I think this is a mango seed. Okay, let's put that in here then. Mango seed. These are palm seeds. Go in here. It's kind of the seed locker up here. Oh, there we go. That is copper. And let's make more metal ingots while we're there. Well, since this is all growing nicely, I could just go and eat a potato downstairs, I suppose. I'm thinking I should make that large grill and look into a circuit board and a receiver and an antenna and all these things. Misunderestimate. That is a great word, Brian. Brian is a writer, you can tell. Misunderestimate. I love that. Oh, Brian, that opens up a lot of possibilities, that word. That's classic. I like it. JC, hello. Welcome to RAFT. We're on the endless blue. Look, there's nothing out here. All we can do is fish out some planks and plastic. Oh, and occasionally visit a rock like this. And welcome to our humble abode. Let me show you around. This here downstairs is my research table. It's awesome. You can open it up and you can, research stuff. Maybe coconut. It can't be researched. Okay. Other stuff can be researched. Scrap, maybe. Can that be researched? Do you know, we could, for a laugh, we could research the binoculars. Because they were so bad. Let's go research that. Maybe we can turn them into something else. This is sometimes what you have to do in this game. Pick something that you've just worked an hour on making. But no, we can't do that. Sometimes, like, you make a water bottle and you research that. Then upstairs, this is the upper deck. This is where a sail is. Sail can be, opened and closed. Loving that animation, by the way. Bit of cloth dynamics, a cloth simulation, they're very good. This is our medium crop pot, currently growing watermelons. Smelter number 1. I'll just remove the metal ingot that we've made. Smelter number 2. Put more of that in here. 2 smelters, little potato bed, and that's basically it. Downstairs we have a very professional water purifier and kind of an unprofessional grill. Let's work on that. Let's turn that into a mega grill, like a barrel grill. If only I could remember how to do that. Maybe Mango will help put my mind at ease. Oh, they're on Itch as well. Oh, that is awesome. I just got myself an Itch account. Good stuff. I'll go follow them there. Itch is awesome because Itch is essentially like Steam for without taking as much of a cut, and it's free to upload a game as well. They have their own launcher application, much like Steam and Epic. And the beauty of that launcher application is that you can upload large games. So if I distribute a game, even if it's for free, I'd probably go via Itch next time. And that is because you can upload like really large games. And if you update them, I only send the stuff that's actually updated. And you then, if you download something via Itch, it only then grabs the bits that are new. So if the game is like, I don't know, 20 gigabytes, you don't download the 20 gigabytes again. It only loads the things that have actually changed on the update. So that's quite clever. They do that via really interesting technology. Butler, I believe it's called. The little command line tool that does it in the background. And you can also sell games. So many game developers do this now, that they sell games via Itch. So it's either you can make them available for free, just like on Steam, or make them available for sale. You can also make it so that people can give you more than the asking price, which is nice. So it kind of ties in with things like Patreon as well, that if you want to give a certain amount of your Patreons access to a build that's only available on Itch, you can do that. That's very cool. And more importantly, they take a variable cut of the proceeds. So I think a minimum is 10%, but you can give them as much or as little as you want. I think I think that's the minimum. So the industry standard is kind of 30, but you could give them 30 if you wanted. But, you know, so what I'm saying is if you buy something via Itch, usually more of the cut goes into the developer's pocket. So if you have a choice of where you buy, Epic, Steam, Itch, usually Itch is the best option for them. Normal Lace! Good to see you. I'm glad I reminded you of RAFT. So thank you for that link there. You can actually, I do allow you to post links, so you can go ahead and post the real link if you want. Nate. Post the real link to Itch, Nate is what I've been trying to say. Let's make that big grill here. Look at that. What do we need? 6 planks, 2 metal ingots, couple of ropes, 6 nails. Here we have all that in some kind of pocket somewhere stashed away here. Some swears. Come on. Wasn't I the rope king at one point? Not anymore. Well, let's make more rope. There. Let's make, in fact, lots of ropes. And nails. Look at that. We have nails. Ah, watch this. We're going to totally make that advanced grill. Ah, that is nice. Can't wait to get rid of this. That will be done like that. Don't waste any more planks on this guy. Put the advanced grill over here. That needs to be rotated. Summoned like that. I like it. Good position. Look at it go. Ah. And the advantage of this thing is, so you need to still put planks in, of course, but the advantage of this thing is, look at that, you can put 1, 2, 3 potatoes. Ah, this is nice. And it also allows you to put really large fish on there, like a salmon and stuff. Oh, that's great. So we don't have to put 1 potato on and wait. It's a bit like this thing. It's like so professional. Speaking of things being professional and all, didn't I make like vast amounts of anchors? Oh yeah, I put that here, didn't I? Look at that. This is a simple purifier. It'll be joined by the simple grill. We have gone places. Look at this. This is awesome. I'm loving it already. Fish and chips around the corner. That is a great idea. Brian, let's catch some fish just because we can. I haven't done any fishing today. Where's that fishing rod that we put away in disgust as well? Let's put the binoculars. See if we can use the binoculars here. So fishing rod comes down, perhaps even to here. Ropes can go up. Binoculars can come down as well. Just have a look if there's fish here. Ah, man, it shows us barely anything. It makes me thinking there was an island. That was just dirt. It's just a dirty lens. Let me just see if my sail is up or down. Oh yeah, it's actually up, isn't it? Binoculars, hoist of time. But hey, I'm glad I tried it out. I would have never known otherwise. I wonder, Normal Lace. I wonder. And it hasn't even been released yet officially. Crazy, isn't it? I wonder when they're going to do it. 7th of October, by the way. It'll see the release of Chapter 2. That'll be exciting. I've just watched the trailer. 7th of October, that's this week. It'll be cool. The lads, well, Ruhi and what's her name? The two main protagonists here. They explore what appears to be an underwater city. It looks like proper city. So we were talking skyscrapers, we're talking, sky, we're talking robots chasing you. That is all happening in Chapter 2. So that is major, major excitement. 3 potatoes. 1, 2, 3 potatoes. And we have this massive fish here. Oh my goodness. Put that on here. Look at that. He is huge. This one is, what was that? I should have looked at it. This is a pomfret. This is a herring. I think this is a catfish. Hey, catfish. Very good. Pour. Maybe don't drink, pour. There we go. Did I just drink it? Oh, I just drank salt water. What am I doing? Oh, I see. I need to empty this first. I can't just ditch tons of seawater in there. I have to empty this first. And then I can give this some seawater. Let this professional water purifier do its thing. Oh, yes. I remember that too. I don't think I remember the very first release, but I remember buying it shortly. I must have bought it in 2018 because I loved the concept immediately. I had been playing Subnautica. I was really into Subnautica, and I thought, hey, this is just going to be such a worthy successor of scratching that itch in me. And I bought it 2018. I tried it and I thought, wow, that really has a long way to go. And I didn't like it. And then earlier this year, I picked it up again. I thought, oh, fantastic. The stuff they've added. So they have really, really worked hard. I appreciate the time that's gone into making this what it is. And now seeing that there is the stuff that is to explore that we haven't even got to yet, because we do really need to get on building that receiver. Note to self. The stuff that we explore, the storyline, the other locations that we're going to explore, even in this version, that's going to be interesting. But now with Chapter 2, we even have more locations to explore. So yes, without further ado, let's actually get on making that receiver. At least put the groundwork in place. I think that circuit board is probably a good starting point. Normal Lace, have you been playing this game to its end? And I mean, is there an end to the current version? Alrighty, circuit board. Actually, no. Let's go upstairs and make some copper. Yeah, place copper. Copper ingot, place planks. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty, let's see how we can make these exciting things that we have certainly researched, but I don't think we've had a chance to make yet. Sweeping net, shears, shovels, weapons, no. Circuit board, there we go. Well, we need a bit of plastic, we need 2 copper ingots and a bit of vine goo. Don't think we have vine goo at hand as such. Cliffhanger. Oh, don't we love cliffhangers? Awesome. Bottle of water. Binoculars. Okay, you can stay up here. Binoculars. Let's make vine goo. Place the planks. That's why 2 smelters are so important, because it just cuts time in half. While I'm here, I could just go harvest these things. Plant some more, maybe. Potentially Yeah, we just need more inventory slots. Like in every of these games, we just need more inventory slots. There we go. Put that in here. Ah! No, don't do that. What did you do? Put a plank. That's okay. You can put a plank. That's cool. Righty. More copper ingots, I guess. There's also more potatoes we can make. Oh, we've got 7 copper ingots. That'll be enough. That'll be enough. Let's put that. Make ourselves some green goo, which is totally needed. Can you hear that weird noise? This is kind of arrhythmic weirdness going on here. I can hear some kind of frequency that I don't know what it is, I'm afraid. Ah, 3 potatoes. That's nice. Grill that and a fish. Look at that, you can grill 3 items. That's amazing. Now I had the chips before the fish. That's crazy. I'm wondering if it's just me or if it's actually going out to you guys. It's kind of sounds a bit like a siren. If you can't hear that, awesome. Then that's just me then. Green goo. There we go. Now it's gone. Green goo or vine goo, as they say. A couple of those. Let me just see what else we need for that. That's it. Circuit board. All right. That's the circuit board. And now let me guess. We do actually probably need to research the circuit board because that is just how this game works. Research table. Let's go research the circuit board. Look at that. We can research it. It's difficult to make, man. Now we know how to make an antenna. Used along with the receiver. Alrighty. Let's make that happen. You've learned how to make an antenna. And a sprinkler waters your crops automatically. Seems to be missing a battery though. Well, it's one of those things. There's always something, isn't there? Not sure we need the sprinkler urgently as such. And here he is. Pride and joy. A receiver used to locate nearby radio signals. Interesting. Beejar, feather, dirt. Don't have any dirt yet. It'll happen. It'll happen soon enough. Well, let's craft ourselves. Let's just have a look how we make that. There we go. Receiver, finally, and antenna. Well, I suppose we could start by making ourselves a receiver. Oh, good stuff. If you can't hear it, then that's really good for me to know, because I do have that every so often. I thought at first it's my Blue Yeti microphone. It's been doing that every so often. Could also be one of the many, many cheap bits of Chinese technology I have in the way of bringing you quality entertainment for cats. Very funny, Beard Goblin. World Ostomy Month, everyone. Woo! I love it. Beard Goblin and I, we're wearing these t-shirts here that says ostomies are lifesavers. That is great. I used to have an ostomy, and in fact 2 ostomies, one colostomy and one ileostomy. It got reversed. It's great. Beard Goblin is waiting for his to be reversed. I'm wishing you all the best, buddy. It's going to be great. It's going to be really, really nice. I don't think anyone can say that they've seen their colon with their own eyes. You know, you don't spend quality time with your colon. You and I, we do. So yes, tell them this month, wish them a happy World Ostomy Month. I think yesterday was World Ostomy Day, and the whole month of October is World Ostomy Month, as if I understand it correctly. 2 circuit boards are necessary to make this thing happen, and a hinge. Can we make a hinge? We can make a hinge. Circuit board, come on. 1 circuit board, 1 more necessary. Let's make more vine goo. With our double, oh man, fell off. Shark gets me, game over. Terrible. Let's try again. Let's put more vine goo, let's put more seaweed into our planting pot. Make more vine goo. This is great. And then that's it. That's our receiver done and dusted. And now we need a place to put it. So I know for a fact that the receiver appears to be unhappy on the ground floor. Was it the receiver or was it actually the antenna that was unhappy. So we can try to put it on the ground floor, but I think there's some issue with that. If I remember correctly, it's either the receiver or the antennas. They don't want to be on the ground floor. Don't know why. They want to be on a higher ground. Now we're already running out of space at the top here. So in order to increase that a little bit, I don't know if we can go and make some more room here. Can we? I don't recall. Bit of this wooden floor. No, we can't do that. Otherwise it would come up in red. Probably means we need more planks. So instead of burning the planks all the time, I should, you know, keep a hold of them. There we go, more planks. We don't even have to go out fishing. So I can't do that because there's no foundation down here. So in order for that to be possible, I'd have to put some pillars down here, I'd say. Either pillars or more walls. Perhaps a pillar. The pillar of autumn. Let's put that maybe... Can we put that here? No, we can't. Oh. So for that, we need more stuff on the ground then. Which I've been meaning to build anyway. Like this. Let's put that here. That means we should be able to put a bit more foundation here. Like that. Oh, well, that can't happen either. Oh, because I don't have nails. Dang, brother. That's cold. Nails. How does one make nails again? Now, that must have happened with... Or hinges? I don't think we need hinges anymore. Let's put the hinge back here. Also the fish, well, the fish can go on the grill, can't it? We can take these things off and put the fish itself on the grill. Could also eat some fish, I think. Let's do that as well. That can go on here. These fish, they'll just fill us up, I guess. This is massive fish, so this is good to take on a journey, actually. Well, we'll eat it now. Look at that. 3 big bites I can get out of this fish. You were so lucky that you got away with surgery. No chemo. That is awesome. That is really, really good. That's seriously cool. I might just dedicate one of these things a dedicated meal locker while we're rejigging things a little bit here. Nails. Come on, nails. Nails are made out of scrap, I believe. Nails. Come on. Scrap. Yes. Let's make a ton of nails. We have a ton of scrap. Okay, so foundation then. Oh, run out of planks. Man. Life's just never easy, is it? Where are we going to get planks from now? The island, of course. Shark. Where are we going to get planks? Oh yeah, if you wanted ever to make sure your oxygen bottle doesn't wear out, you only have to unequip it, and that'll make that happen. Do you know, I think if you have regular colonoscopies, you're probably going to be okay. I think that is what lets colon cancer be so evil and such a silent killer, because people don't have colonoscopies regularly. And I remember my first attempt at a colonoscopy, I didn't go through with it because the appointment took too long. I had some kind of a rectal exam that said everything was fine, but just to make sure, and because of my history, they said you should really go for a proper colonoscopy. And it took 6 months for the appointment to arrive, and it was just, by the time I lost the spirit, who's to say that it wouldn't have gone that it wouldn't have shown an all clear. But if you do a colonoscopy, they will see these polyps. So any kind of colon cancer will always grow, if I understand it correctly, will always grow from a little polyp inside, like going onto the inside of your colon. So with a colonoscope, you will be able to spot it. And during the colonoscopy, they can just snip this thing off. So no matter if it's benign or harmful, if you snip it off early enough, cancer just doesn't have a chance, which is great. So I think if you go, my colon surgeon reckoned you don't even have to do one annually. If you do one every 2 years, you should be okay to discover cancer early enough. And that really put my mind at ease of saying, hey, as long as you adhere to that schedule, you'll just find whatever comes, and you'll be okay. So the chances that something grows inside you that you didn't spot can only really happen because you didn't spot it early enough. And if you, I mean, we know what time is like. 10 years goes by like that. It happens. And I think if we just go and make sure, now that we've had this big wake up call between all of us here, if you just make sure you just go to these appointments regularly, and no matter what it costs, no matter how inconvenient it appears, and no matter how weird it seems to have someone shove a camera up your ass, it really is a walk in the park compared to the things they do to you if you don't do that. So there we go. Doomstave! How you doing, my friend? I'm running out of planks. I don't have planks anymore. It's a shame. It's almost like we need to grab our anchor and go elsewhere. The other option to get planks actually is to hack some other bits down. If we think something is not necessary, we can just go and hack it down. Don't we have emergency planks? We do, don't we? There we go. I thought I should have thought of that beforehand. Emergency planks. There we go. Let's build foundation, man. One here, one perhaps here, and then perhaps 1.5 in the kind of middle here somewhere. Oh, can't do that. We can only do one here and one here. That's nice. Run out of nails, but that's all we really need. Just want to make sure we can now build wooden flooring out from here. Ow! Run out of planks! Okay, no worries. Let's just take the axe, hack this thing down. Plank! And this thing. Can we do that? Yeah, I think this thing is also not necessary anymore. I don't want to take this away because I think that might also get rid of the top floor here. This is a whole nightmare programmatically making this happen. This whole, doing all this, that's difficult. This whole building thing. I think actually I'll put this thing here. Before we have enough. Oh, come on. What happened to the plank? It'd be much more convenient to have that here. Man, terrible. Well, alrighty then. The next plank will be here soon enough. Let's lift the anchor and just go set sail. I don't mind. Yeah, I'll leave the foundation in place there. All I need is another little thing here so that the receiver can stand here. That's my plan. Come on. Planks are for the taking. If only I had my binoculars, I could just go see where the planks really are. Let's go and turn that sail. Come on, turn that sail somewhere here. There. Planks aplenty. Oh, we could do with a drink. There, in real life and in the game. Precisely, man. Precisely, Scott. Amen to that. And it's weird because I suppose, I mean, I would imagine I'm speaking for all of us who've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt, quite literally, that, I mean, I know how I felt before I had a colonoscopy, and I know the stigma that's attached to doing that, and I know all these weird, meaningless messages of the bullshit brain that keep telling you you shouldn't do it, and the 4 million reasons why you might want to, you know, give it a miss. And yes, it's just exactly like Scott says. If you look at it from our point of view now, you think, what the hell were we thinking? But you don't know, so it's not really our fault either. So it's just, you know, it's just in the human brain. For some reason, humans have issues with colonoscopies. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just, that's just the way it is. So where is that receiver of ours? Have we built it already? Did we want to build it? I completely forgot now. I just made sure we had a space for it. This is just the circuit board. Have we not built it? Have we been sidetracked again? That receiver? We haven't even built it yet. Terrible. We need a second circuit board. We can make that happen. We need that hinge. We need a bit more plastic and one more plank, and then we can make a receiver. See, I was so busy putting this thing in place so that we can have a receiver somewhere. I neglected the receiver itself. There, planks. Awesome. Oh, don't do that. I've been meaning to put the red beet, as in Red Beet Interactive, on the grill here. Cooked pomfret. Well, we're gonna just go eat that guy. Perfect. Got planks, got sand, got all the other kinds of goodies here. Got the circuit boards. I suppose I could put some of these things away. Like the scrap metal. I don't think I need that anymore. For now. Those things, they can go here. Metal ingots and ropes. Ropes is a good idea to keep them here. That can be consolidated. Copper ingot, yeah, we'll keep that. Clay, bit of sand. Sand can go here too. Actually, no, sand can go upstairs. Let's put the sand upstairs. Sand goes upstairs. Gotta really put the affairs in order here. It's very important to put things where they should go. Otherwise, you're never going to find things anymore. So things that are craftable with these smelters, I'll put upstairs. Things that have been maybe crafted with those smelters, I'll also put upstairs. This is also has been done with that. Okay, so hinge. How does one make a hinge again? That is, I think, with the metal ingot. We have a hinge downstairs, but let's treat ourselves to a metal ingot type hinge here. There we go. Hinging all around. Let's go and make that receiver happen. One receiver. All right, perfect. Receiver's massive as well, which is why I thought this would be the ideal place for it. We should turn it around so that we can actually operate it as well. Boom! Meet the new receiver. Battery required. Man, how boring is that? But this is what the receiver looks like. It's awesome. It comes with a table. We didn't have to make a table. It comes with a table. This is great. Yes, receiver. Ooh, raft. Can we... it could contain good stuff. Let's go sacrifice another anchor for that. I should have put that anchor in place before, so that it's kind of ready to rock. Hi-ya! Raft, wait for me! I suppose I could have paddled there, but hey, that's okay. We need some more planks anyway. We need to build some stuff. There's so much more foundation that we need. And also, I'd like to build that receiver, give him a battery, and see what else it needs. I think maybe next Saturday we're going to be able to add some antennas there. Now stop pointing at that. What are you doing? Don't fish. Don't point, don't fish, just swim. Yes, next Saturday. See what we can do with the receiver. Well, see what we can do with the receiver today. There, planks, ropes, stones. It was worth sacrificing an anchor for. Bye, RAFT. Alien RAFT, whoever was floating on it at one point. Oh, there's tons of barrels here. I might just go on a little excursion trip. Whoops. This is kind of creepy if you do that. That's creepy. I'm so glad I can actually do this without the shark getting me. This would be terrible. With the shark lurking around all the time, he would just get me all the time. Brian, how's Roberta today? Is she joining us? Has she joined us? Because, you know, RAFT wouldn't be the same without Roberta. Come on, there we go. Perfect timing for the music to come in as well. Very nice. Ooh! Poor Roberta. Well, at least if she's having fun, that's all that counts. I wonder what it is about catnip and these, whatever they put in these treats for cats that make them go mental. I don't know what it is. I smelled a bit of the catnip once and I thought, ugh, that's just, what do you guys find in that? And they think it's awesome. They just go mental over it. So that's that catnip smell, but there's also something that they put into these treats that really make cats turn into a different personality. Oh, they love mint? I didn't know that. Do you guys have a cat? Come on. Palm leaf planks. Oh my goodness. We have so much stuff now. That should be enough to really deck out the upper deck. Okay, anchor. Let's go. And also, while we're here, put another anchor here. There we go. Then this can go into here. Perfect. And that red beet could just be eaten by me. Just in perfect timing to put the other red beet on the grill. There we go. There. No, don't eat it. Ah, man. Fine, eat it then. It's all right with me. So battery, huh? How do we make a battery? While we see all the other funky goodies coming in here. How do we make a battery? Can we even make a battery? We can make an antenna, for which we need a circuit board, tons of scrap, and a bolt. But I don't think I'm familiar with that battery. Oh, that battery, there we go. Copper ingot. Lots of plastic and a bit of scrap metal. Well, good for us that we have a variety of copper ingots waiting for us on the top deck. I have a feeling that the battery thing and the whole copper thing, I think we need to make a lot more electronics. So I'm gonna start making more copper ingots here. So copper ingot, gotcha, make myself a battery. That's exciting, isn't it? There we go. Battery, also notice the yellow strip at the bottom. It has a shelf life, or half-life should I say. It will use itself out eventually. So we can put the battery in here. We can put this thing on. I think. No, we can't. We can turn it on. There we go. New note added. No antennas connected. Or antennae, rather. While this thing is switched on, the battery will use itself up. So it's important to, you know, well, either not just take the battery, but to switch this thing off. This will become clear kind of later, how we can do that with these buttons here. There's stuff we can do, hack numbers. But for now, it looks like we need to connect antennas to this thing. And one isn't enough. We need 3 antennas. Trust me on this. These antennas, they also, this is where they go in actually. If only we had the binoculars, I could show you this in close-up. So yes, we can add antennas, but the antennas, they also need to be on the top deck. So for that, I mean, it'll probably take a while for us to make antennas, unless we have a ton of stuff already in our possession. Let's have a look here. Antenna, what do we need? Circuit board, bolt, and 4 scrap. Wait a minute. 3 circuit boards? I think we could make that. I think we have that. I might just pour myself another cup of coffee, and then let's make some antennas. See if we can hook them up to the receiver. Maybe we can get that done today. I wonder. Yeah, we may have another half hour. I think that'll be grand. Oh, I still can't get over the fact that I can get hot, extremely hot coffee from my new thermos bottle. It's exciting. I'm really loving this thing. And it comes with a handle. I can take it on trips as well. It's great. It's awesome stuff. Okay, this looks like a dangerous thing here. Perhaps we should anchor over there at that island. What do you think? I mean, as much as I like sailing on the high seas and collecting goodies, there might also be exciting stuff over at this island. Yeah, let's go there. Was that just a phantom thing greeting me then? I don't know. Let's go over to this very island. See if we can make it. And if not, hey, that's also fine with me. How do I have not more subs? I know, keep telling everyone. I believe I can buy subs now. That's a new thing. You can buy yourself subs. I tend not to do that. But I hear it does work. I think somebody may have done that as a joke once. There were literally, I think I started the stream, it was literally the holding loop, and there were like 60, 70 likes on the video already. We're like, oh, what? That was kind of freaky. Oh, there's the island. Hi-ya! But then also there's this argument that subscriber counts doesn't actually mean all that much. I mean, it depends really what you're going for. So subscribers, they don't necessarily translate into success. I see people who have a lot of subscribers who don't have a lot of views, and vice versa, people with very few subscribers who have a lot of views. So sometimes people have one video that is very successful, and that has like 100,000, 200,000 views or so, and the rest of their videos have like 20, 30 views. So it's subscribers is kind of I'm ambivalent about subscriber count as being a metric of success. It is a measure, but it's not. It's not only. I think you having fun. I think that's a good measure. If you have fun, don't worry about my subscribers. Let's make circuit boards here. Oh, we need more copper ingots for that. Gotcha. Yes, us all having fun. I think that's the main thing. If we can make that happen together, hey, I'm all for that. But I appreciate you saying that. I'd love to have. No, exactly, Nate. Don't buy yourself subscribers. It's crazy stuff. I appreciate you saying that, though. I wish I had more subscribers. It's one of those things. It'll happen over time. It's just all you have to do is wait. I think Social Blade tells me that this time next year, I believe I have 20,000 subscribers, and then it kind of goes like a hockey stick up. So as soon as you gain that momentum, you usually go just like that. 2 circuit boards. Can we make an antenna yet, though? Scrap metal and bolt. Okay, cool. We have scrap metal down there. More copper ingots are being cooked up at the top here. Is this good? This is for one antenna, isn't it? My goodness. There's just so much stuff that we need to get here. I think this, that metal ingot, that could go upstairs, I guess. Let's put that here. metal ingot binoculars. Awesome. Bolt. How do we make bolts again? Bolts are actually made out of metal ingots, aren't they? So just put that in here and make yourself a bolt. Okay, one antenna. And now we need more metal ingots, don't we? Alrighty, no worries. Let's collect that. Make ourselves a metal ingot or two. Oh, and put ambivalent amount of planks on here. There we go. Alrighty. Bolt. Metal ingot being cooked up. Gotcha. Do you know, absolutely correct, Normal Lace. Have a dedicated fan base is more important than having a vast amount of subscribers. That's right, because sometimes people subscribe and then they never come back. And you don't really want those types of people either. You want the people who come back and have a good time with you. And, you know, dedicated fan base, that's right. The community. Good point. Oh, yes, Brian, I can see that. You're changing directions. I used to do that. And this is usually when things go awry, when some channels really get momentum. I see that with Stephen Scott. He does Blender reviews of Blender add-ons. A very, very nice channel. And he did only that. And his channel really went from literally nowhere to 12, 13, 14,000 subscribers in a matter of months. And then he starts doing things like kind of opinion pieces. And that's something people find really confusing. So he's confused now that, hey, why don't these videos get views? And viewers are confused because they're thinking, hey, it's what is this guy doing non-Blender related? And that's weird. So it's a difficult thing because for small people, small like as in under 100,000 subscribers, if you change directions, it's really difficult to regain momentum. Like my 3D fans really don't appreciate me doing gaming on this channel. Really don't. Many gaming fans don't know what to do with the 3D videos. I used to change directions back when I think it started as WordPress tutorials, hence the WP connotation in my username. And then I made iOS tutorials, and that really was when the channel got up to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers like that. And then, of course, I did 3D videos, and the iOS people really didn't know how to handle that. But then I gained traction for the 3D videos. And then I started doing a bit of gaming in addition to 3D videos, and the 3D fans really didn't like that. What can we do, hey? Ideally, you'd have a channel for all these things. Whoops. Don't throw that away. What are you doing? Right, we need to put the palm leaves over here for a second. And amalgamate that. That should do the trick so that we don't lose that. Alrighty. Antenna. Second antenna. Can we make ourselves one more circuit board? No. We can make a bolt. Circuit board's kind of not happening here. How we can make a second circuit board? Bit of vine goo. Alright, no worries. Vine goo is here. Great, we don't even have to make it. We could just go make that. And come on, brother. Third antenna. Oh my god, this is exciting. This is seriously cool. Now, where are we going to put the antennas? Oh, that's crazy. But then, you know, the thing is with multiple channels, and this is where YouTube's system is really difficult to handle for small creators like us. I do have multiple channels, but why would I upload a video to a small channel with 20 subscribers and no monetization when I really want all my fans to know, hey, you know, watch that video there, but let me opt into the monetization on the other channel. Like it used to be with YouTube where you had, I remember when YouTube invited me to get monetized on this channel, I had another channel that had like, I don't know, 80 subscribers at that point. And it was, I could, oh, I see. We need foundation here now. Okay, got you. Got to put foundation so that we can put the antenna and all that. Bear with me, folks. So yes, that second channel was just automatically monetized as well, and I really appreciated that. But then, of course, they changed the rules and regulations, and now can't happen anymore. Make myself another nail here. Don't be stingy with the nails. There we go. Ha! Foundation, check. We have planks, also, that's really nice. Now, make myself bit of the old wooden floor action down here. Haha! And yes! That'll be good. That'll be very cool. Right, now we can put one antenna here, I'm thinking. That should be good. It's connected to the receiver with the cable. Look at that, that's good. I thought maybe the second one, could that go here? Or is that awkward? Can we still plant things? Yeah. I can try to put the third one downstairs. This is not good for triangulation, I don't think, but I'll just try it. I'll just try it anyway. We can always remove it. Like here. Does that work? Hey, that goes right through the flame. Oh no. Does that work? 3 antennas connected to the receiver? Too close to the other antenna. Uncool. And the third antenna has the wrong altitude. This is crazy, man. Uncool. Normal Lace, very good point. This is the other side of the coin. You go and hey, it's really, to a certain extent, it doesn't even matter what content you're using, what content you're providing, as long as, you know, people subscribe literally to the person. And that is this example that we see on Twitch, that so many Twitch streamers literally do anything from cooking to all kinds of stuff that is kind of unrelated to their core stuff. So they usually have a core thing, be that art or whatever. But it literally, that's the other side of the coin. This is the other thing that we see. Subscribers come for the person as well as for the content. So it's not all about the content, even though content-centric channels work very well. It's not always all about that. So I totally get that as well. Which is, I think, to make a long story short, this is why I literally stopped worrying about it. And I thought, okay, I'll use the other channels mainly to put playlists out to present more grouped content better, and to have a throwaway channel that, you know, for something that really isn't something I want to show everybody, just the hardcore fans. And for my own kind of, you know, if I do a gaming session that I do without commentary, that's why I use my other channels for personal rambling videos and all that. So I do that. But yes, I basically, like you said, I literally have stopped worrying about it, and I just put everything out here. And whoever doesn't get it, to hell with them! And it's also very important to remember, focus on the people that do like you. Focus on what's working and make it work for you. I think that is really important. Sometimes people forget about that. So it looks like our antenna experiment needs to evolve. We need to have more space between antennas. If this one was too close, I think we could potentially increase the reach of our upper deck and then put another antenna over there. So one could go over here, like where we had it, and the other one, the third one, could kind of go over here, further that way. So much to play with. But yes, to get this right, that'll be difficult. Also, look at my battery, it's already going down. Unbelievable. Normal Lace, that's a good question. I'm currently streaming at weekends, Saturdays and Sundays at 10 AM Eastern Standard Time. I might just turn that battery off here. There we go. Conserve some power. And also actually just put the antenna here. I'll just go put that here. Boom. And the third one, I'll just go here. We'll collect it later. It doesn't look great. And this is all, of course... Oh, I took the battery out. Yeah, they're all too close to the receiver now. That's sad. Saturdays and Sundays, 10 AM Eastern Standard Time. And that is when I, in fact, will be back. Let me go save my world here. And say goodbye to you wonderful people. It was my pleasure to be here with you, have a morning coffee with you. I'm going to go do some more Unreal stuff now and see if I can get to grips with blueprints and... No, not blueprints. Blackboards and... The other thing. What's the other thing? blackboards and behavior trees. That's it. So yes, I'll be back next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There'll be more uploads during the week. I think the next one tomorrow is coming up. It's about OBS, how to make a circular cutout, and also how to crop your webcam. Then there's more on Wednesday and on Friday. That's DAS related content, so very exciting. And that was the day, my friends. Have a wonderful rest of Sunday. Let me know what you're up to, either on Discord or here on the YouTube comments. I'll be on air for another few minutes. Hopefully I'll see you next Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.